Dear students, when we focus on the classification of element, actually it was started from Dobereiner, who gave the concept of triad. Next one, Newland, who gave the concept of octave, like octave of music. Sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa. Sa is repeated, it is fifth word. So similarly, Newland arranged the elements in the increasing order of their atomic number in a group of 8 in such a manner that properties of every first and 8th element was similar. But all the elements cannot be classified on the basis of octave, and therefore next person came Mendeleev. Mendeleev arranged the element in the increasing order of their atomic mass. But when the elements are arranged in the order of increasing order of their atomic mass, if I consider argon, its atomic mass is 40 and potassium is 39. उतना basic mathematics तो हमें भी पता है. When it is an increasing order, 39 should come first, later 40. But this was the great mistake in the Mendeleev periodic table, that some elements having higher atomic mass were placed before the element having lower atomic mass. Also, when the classification was done by Mendeleev, he arranged the elements in the group as well as periods, in the column as well as rows. And the intention was the element which belongs to same column are having similar properties. But the limitation was some elements having different properties were placed in the same column, and elements having same properties, similar properties, were placed in the different column. And therefore, Henry Moseley introduced the long form of the periodic table. And in the long form of the periodic table, he arranged the element in the increasing order of their atomic numbers. So this was wrong in Mendeleev's periodic table, but this is 18 and this is 19. Now it is correct in Moseley periodic table. In Moseley's periodic table, long form of the periodic table, there were 18 columns known as group and 7 rows known as period. 7 rows. The first element 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 was hydrogen. Hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, and francium. So that is the first column known as alkali metals. Alkali means the elements which are obtained from plant ash. Alkali is plant ash, and the elements which are occurred in the plant ash are known as alkali. So these are all alkalis. In the second A group, beryllium, magnesium, calcium. This is second group. This is first group. Second group elements are known as alkaline earth metals. They are not alkali, they are like alkali, which are obtained in the earth crust. like alkali obtained in the earth crust, therefore they are alkaline earth metals, like alkali. Then after this, D block elements started. These are S block elements. After these, D block elements started. So D block elements started from this third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th. 10 columns are there actually. These are nothing but D block elements. These all are D block elements. This is scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper, zinc. This is zinc, cadmium, mercury, कॉपरनीशियम. कॉपर से महंगा एलिमेंट कौन सा है? कॉपर से महंगा एलिमेंट है सिल्वर. सिल्वर से महंगा कौन सा है? गोल्ड. गोल्ड से महंगा कौन सा है? प्लैटिनम. सो प्लैटिनम. And you know very well that here the element Mt is there, and Mt stands for motlenium. It's a motlenium whose atomic number is 109. And याद रखने के लिए मैं बोलता हूं, if it is a motlenium, सेहत में अगर थोड़ी गड़बड़ी होती है, हेल्थ क्लब जाना चाहिए. And in our area, Chandrapur, DRC Health Club is the old one. So motlenium, DRC elements याद रहते, बाकी और कुछ नहीं. When I said DRC, D for dermastadium. मोटलेनियम के बाद स्टेडियम पे जाना चाहिए. कब जाना चाहिए? रोज जाना चाहिए. Rontgenium. Rontgen was the scientist who discovered X-ray. So this one is 110, 111, 112. Yttrium is there. Lanthanum, actinium, zirconium, hafnium, niobium, tantalum, Nobita, NBTA, Nobita, Doraemon. This one is molybdenum, tungsten, technetium, rhenium. Here there is rutherfordium. Scandium started is 21. This is 30. Yttrium is 39. This is 48. Notable but this is 39. This is 40. 40. Lanthanum is 57. But hafnium is 72. Lanthanum is 57, hafnium is 72. So where are those elements from 58 to 71? See, the elements from 51 to 71 are having similar properties to that of lanthanum. तो उन्हें यहीं पर हमने प्लेस करना चाहिए, एक ही घर में. एक ही घर में मतलब this third column and sixth row वही रखना चाहिए. But when it was observed that the elements from cerium to lutetium, that is 58 to 71, are having similar properties to that of lanthanum, but the valence electron enters in F orbital. And in lanthanum there is no electron in the F orbital. Valence electron enter in the F orbital from cerium to lutetium. Those elements are placed separately at the bottom separately cerium, praseodymium, neodymium, promethium, samarium, europium, gadolinium, terbium, dysprosium, holmium, erbium, thulium, ytterbium, and lutetium. These are the elements from 88 to 71. And all these elements characteristic is common. Which one? Last electron entered in f orbital of pre-penultimate shell. Means as lanthanum belongs to sixth shell. लैंथनम ये सिक्स्थ शेल में से है, मतलब लैंथनम के पास टोटल शेल की संख्या 6 है. Sixth shell is a valence shell in a lanthanum. Fifth shell is a penultimate shell, and fourth shell in a lanthanum is a pre-penultimate shell. So in case of these elements, last electron entered in f orbital of pre-penultimate shell. Pre-penultimate shell. So these are f block elements. This entire is the f block element. But see, don't count this one as a separate period, separate row. This belongs to sixth period. They are coming out from D block element. D block elements are known as a transition elements. D block elements are known as a transition elements. These D are transition elements. And from transition element, these elements are coming out from transition element. So F block elements are known as a inner transition element. So might be the chapter name is transition and inner transition element. Transition and inner transition element, because D block elements are transition element, F block elements are inner transition elements. Lanthanides. Similarly, this one is 89. Okay, 57, 72, this is 80. Actinium is 89. After actinium, the element is thorium. Thorium, protactinium, uranium, neptunium, plutonium, americium, curium, berkelium, californium, einsteinium, fermium, mendelevium, nobelium, lawrencium. These are the elements from atomic number 90 to 103. 90 से लेकर 103. And all these elements are having similar properties to that of actinium. They are known as actinides. Once again saying, this element is not the part of separate period. It is the part of seventh period. So that is another F block element series. So these two are the inner transition elements. They are having similar properties to that of lanthanum and actinium respectively. That's why they are lanthanoids and actinoids. These entire elements are known as D block elements. These are D block elements. After this, 13th column started. 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, and the last one is 18. So, this is the actual structure of the periodic table. This is the actual structure. Thirteenth one, Beryllium, this one is boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, chlorine, neon. 18, there is helium, wrongly placed. Actually, helium is an S block element. Atomic number of helium is 2. Electronic configuration is 1s2. Last electron entered in s orbital. Valence electron entered in s orbital. That's why it is s block element. But wrongly placed in the p block element. Why? Properties. This helium has a similar properties to that of neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. This is vacant. Fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, astatine. O, ससे, ते, ओ हो गए. ओ, ससे, ते, ओ हो गए. एलिमेंट्स याद रखने के लिए मैं ऐसा बोलता हूँ. नाइट्रोजन, फास्फोरस, आर्सेनिक, एंटीमनी, और इनकी किस्मत में बिस्मत है. कार्बन, सिलिकॉन, जर्मेनियम, टिन, प्लम्बम. So these are the elements. These all are the p block elements. Still, this one is vacant. वो vacant है. वो vacant है. So this is the entire structure of the periodic table. Started with s block. Last electron, यानी valence electron entered in s orbital of valence shell, known as s block elements. Valence electron enters in s orbital of valence shell, known as s block element. Valence electron entered in p orbital of valence shell, known as p block element. Valence electron entered in d orbital of penultimate shell, not valence. Last electron entered in d orbital of penultimate shell, known as d block element. Last electron entered in f orbital of pre-penultimate shell, known as f block element. Because when according to above principle, we arrange the series of the orbitals in the increasing order of their energy level, the moment at which we are inserting valence electron, it is entered in s orbital of valence shell, p orbital of valence shell, d orbital of penultimate shell, and here f orbital of pre-penultimate shell. So like all entire periodic table is actually classified into 4 blocks. Started with S block, end with P block, sandwiched D block, and these are inner transition elements which are nothing but F block elements. As first column is a alkali metal, plant ash elements. Second one is the alkaline earth metals. They are not alkalis, they are like alkalis. Elements occurred in earth crust. D block elements are known as transition elements. From D block elements, F block elements are coming out. So these are inner transition elements. 13th column is a column of purely metal. 13th column is a column of purely metal. These are also metals. 13th column is also metals, and therefore it is said that D block elements are sandwiched between S block metal and P block metal as also. 14th, it is the family. Very interesting family it is. Carbon, silicon, germanium, tin and plumbum. Interesting. क्या इंटरेस्ट उसमें है? सी 14 means it has 4 electrons in the valence shell. And as it has 4 electrons in the valence shell, what is our thought? It will either lose 4 electron or it will gain 4 electron. If it lose, it is metal. If it gain, it is non-metal. Means 14th group is a group of metalloid. That is true. This one is alkali. This one is alkaline earth metal. These are transition elements sandwiched between two metal groups. These are inner transition elements. This is the column of purely metal. 14th group is a group of metalloid. Group of metalloid. 4 is वैलेंसी उसकी है, लॉस भी कर सकता है, गेन भी कर सकता है. But see, maybe it is a group of metalloid, but carbon is purely non-metal. See, interesting thing. Carbon is purely non-metal. Non-metals does not conduct electricity, but one of the allotrope of carbon, that is graphite, where carbon undergoes sp2 hybridization. Graphite is a good conductor of electricity. See, one of the non-metal is the good conductor of electricity, that is carbon, graphite. Is not metal, is purely non-metal. We are saying it is a group of metalloid, but carbon is purely non-metal. Plumbum is purely metal, not non-metal, but then also it is a group of metalloid. Why? Because of the properties of this silicon, germanium, and group 15 is the purely group of non-metal. Group 15 is the group of non-metal. Group 16 ओ ससे ते पो हो गए, याद रखने के लिए अच्छा. ओ ऑक्सीजन, स सल्फर, से ससे रैबिट, सेलेनियम, ते टी टेलुरियम, पो हो गए पोलोनियम. These are known as chalcogen. Chalcogen. Chalcogen, over producing elements. If you learn the metallurgy, we will get to know that most of the metals are in their oxide form or sulfide form. Sulfide form metals are known as pyrites. Pyrites. Oxide form of sulfide form. This is the group of those elements which get involved in the formation of ore. Therefore, they are known as chalcogen, ore producing elements. And group 17 are halogen, sea salt generators. Sea salts are fluorides, chlorides, bromides, iodides. Sea salt generator. So they are halogen, means sea salt generators. And interesting, astatine is a radioactive element. Mr. Segre discovered this astatine. Segre. And the half-life period of astatine is 8.14 hours. 8.14 hours. And my dear friends, this 18th group element आपने इसके अलग अलग नाम सुने होंगे। जीरो ग्रुप एलिमेंट, यू मे से इनर्ट गैस एलिमेंट, आपने सुना होगा नोबेल गैस एलिमेंट, जीरो ग्रुप एलिमेंट, inert gas element, noble gas element. But if you are thinking that out of this, which one is the correct answer? The correct answer is not this, not this, not this. They are 18th group elements. They are only 18th group elements. Perfect answer is 18th group element. Sir, why not zero? See, why zero? Because valence is zero. Why valence is zero? They all are having fulfilled valence shell. Neither lose nor gain electron. If nothing happened, nothing is zero. That's why they are zero group elements. But see, these elements, krypton and xenon, they form compounds. And compound formation is highly impossible without sharing or without transfer. Krypton and xenon share electrons. Means what? If they are able to form compound, means they are able to form bonds. And if they are able to form bonds, definitely perfect, they are not zero group element. What about inert, sir? What about noble, sir? Same. Krypton and xenon get involved in the formation of bond. Means they are not inert, they are not noble, but they are the part of the 18th column. They are the part of the 18th group. Therefore, definitely they are 18th group elements. They are 18th group elements. So this is nothing but the complete features of Moseley's periodic table. Systematically, elements are arranged in definite columns known as the groups and definite rows. Definite rows. This is the systematic arrangement. So, this is periodic table. Our ultimate aim is to learn transition elements and inner transition elements. Inner element. मन में आ रहा होगा सर क्रिप्टन और xenon अगर क्वेश्चन ये कंपाउंड फॉर्म करते हैं तो कंपाउंड फॉर्म करते मतलब क्या उनका शेल पार्शियली फिल्ड है कंप्लीटली फिल्ड है नॉट लाइक दैट देयर reality is that their outermost shell has 8 electrons. The question arises if they are having the proper electrons in the valence shell, why these elements then will form the compound? See, size does matter. Helium is one shell, second shell, third shell. Krypton has 4 shell, bigger atomic size. Xenon has 5 shell, again bigger atomic size. When we are moving from helium to downward, the atomic size increases. And therefore, distance between nucleus and valence shell increases. Whatever the electrostatic force of attraction between nucleus and electron, distance बढ़ने से इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक फोर्स न्यूक्लियस और इलेक्ट्रॉन में कम होता है और अगर डिस्टेंस अगर कम हुआ नेचुरली इलेक्ट्रॉन लूजली हेड होगा someone higher electronegative element will combine will share the electron from xenon and krypton and will form a bond. Size does matter. Nuclear energy decreases from top to bottom in the periodic table and therefore the possibility of sharing of electron increases, hence they are able to form bond. So this is the reality about the features of periodic table.